Update 1 on the 16th storm of the 2015 worldwide, actually. Cyclone Nathan. It's formed in the Coral Sea, east of Australia. Wind speeds are already 50 miles per hour. Its pressure is 989 millibars. A Category 1 storm on the Australian wind scale. Its position 13.6 degrees south, 147.5 degrees east, as of 8 p.m. UTC on March the 10th. The storm's expected to intensify, possibly reaching Category 1 on the Saffir Simpson hurricane wind scale. Actually, I think that would be likely. The Australian scale likely to reach Category 3 on their scale as the storm stalls over the coast of Queensland and then eventually moves out to sea and may eventually go on to affect New Caledonia in around 6 or 7 days' time, maybe even longer than that. But for the time being, Australia is where the threat is right now, and we do have warnings in effect from Cohen to Cape Tribulation. We have cyclone warnings, including Cooktown, with cyclone watches in effect from Lockhart River to Cohen and Cape Tribulation to Port Douglas on the southern side there, almost extending as far as Cairns, but not quite. So these areas in the warning zone may see some tropical storm force conditions, maybe even approaching hurricane force conditions, depending on how closely to the land that the storm tracks over the next few days. Sea surface temperatures are very warm indeed, around 30 degrees, maybe even approaching 32 actually, but very warm sea surface temperatures, which could lead to further intensification over the next few days. Though wind shear isn't looking too hot, the storm is located off the coast of Australia there. It's not marked out as anything, but high wind shear near the coast of Australia, but very low amounts to the east over the open waters of the Coral Sea, where the storm will be headed next. Here's the latest water vapor imagery. You can see it's in a rather moist environment. The storm's not particularly broad, especially when you compare it to Pam towards the east over there. The latest satellite imagery then, you can see a big flare-up near the beginning of the loop, which simmered out, but looks like it's beginning to flare up once more in those latest frames, but heavy rainfall occurring over that whole far north of Queensland, over Australia there, and filtering into the Gulf of Carpentaria as well at this time. So that whole area is under heavy rainfall at this time, and probably some strong wind gusts occurring already along the coast of northern Queensland, possibly up to 50 miles an hour or higher. As of March the 10th at 8 p.m. UTC, there's a little area of interest over there near Brazil, a subtropical depression quite possibly. Excalibur is still going along in the southern Indian Ocean. We also have Invest 96, Cyclone Pam, which we'll be running updates on later, and Invest 97W. 16 storms have formed so far in 2015 around the world in this year. I said that bit already. 8 storms have become Category 1 hurricanes or their equivalents around the world, wind speeds 74 miles per hour plus, and 5 have gone on to become Category 3 storms on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale, wind speeds 115 miles per hour or higher. Maybe this will be number 6 if Pam is not, but I'm sure Pam will be. You can follow Force 13 on any of its outlets. The website force13.com is the main place to be for all the goings on around the world storm-wise. Of course, you can follow us on YouTube, search Force 13. You're probably watching it right now. Same too for the social platforms. Search Force 13 on Facebook, at Force 13 on Twitter, and you can speak to me on Skype at Fool13 for tropical weather chat on there. You can also join our chat room. Just ask for an invite. We're doing a live show this evening. We're on air at 9 p.m, which is not too far from the time of speaking. That's early morning in Australia, and we'll be running for 2 hours. That's all for now.